Sniping and reselling is something you can do every single day of college football. You can do it on the first day, the second day, all the way to the 364th day, or even the last day of college football. So that's why in today's video, we're going to be going over the best ways or how to not snipe and resell 101 for dummies. With that being said, you probably got sent this video on Twitter. You asked me, what does this mean? What does that mean? Probably sent it to you on Twitter. I'm glad to be able to send you on to this on Twitter months later. This is an absolute informational video. With that being said, first off, sniping and reselling is buying things at the low and selling for the high. It's very, very simple. And first off, before we do any of that, we need to learn two different words. We need to learn unfiltered price and filtered price. Unfiltered price is actually going to be the price you're going to be selling your cards at. So not only is unfiltered price very important, it's going to be where your selling point is. How do we find the unfiltered price? Well, the unfiltered price is very, very simple. You're just going to go to whatever you're wanting to sell, and you're just going to look at what they are selling at. As you can see right here, the unfiltered price for these 80 and 81s is going to be at 37,000 coins. Now, originally, usually it would pop up 82s and 83s. Unfortunately, this filter is just completely broken right now. This should be fixed, and this should not be a problem for you all. Let's actually use this 82 and 83 for example. Our 82's unfiltered price, which is also our sell price, is going to be 59,000 coins. If we scroll down, we can see our first 83 is popping up at exactly 75,000 coins or 76,000 coins, meaning our unfiltered price for 83s is going to be 76,000. And literally all you do for that is literally just go to whatever you are selling and just go to that quality. So if you're selling 86s and 87s, 84s and 85s, if it's the end of the year and you're selling 96s and 97s, this works for every single overall. Again, what is the unfiltered price? It is our selling point as well. Remember that, because this is where you're going to generally sell your cards at. Now, we have to know that on our unfiltered price, you're not seeing the newest cards. Now, I will tell you, you're seeing close to the newest cards because there's not that many up. Most of the time, this is not even going to be close to 57 minutes, but to know how you're seeing the newest cards, which would be the filtered price, is going to be seeing stuff at 59 minutes. Let's go ahead and show you right here. If I was to filter down to all offense, all defense, this is more than likely, as we're even going to 44 minutes. A lot of these filters are completely broken with the game just dropping, so it does not help me and my point that I'm trying to explain. Also, if you're finding under 100 items, as you can see in the top middle, it's going to say 100 items found. If that's under 100, generally that does mean that you're filtered down. As you can see here, we're only seeing 30 items, and these are probably pretty close to that 59 minutes. It just depends on how long they've been up. As you can see right here, this is 23 hours, 50 minutes. I'm not exactly sure. I know this is filtered down, but a lot is not going up. That's why we're not seeing that quote 59 minute. But this is still filtered down. And this is the ways you're going to want to be buying the cards. You're going to want to go through the filtered down. As you can see here, we're going position by position. Sometimes this could be a different program. Say like today, we're getting legend cards. So I would actually want to go over here. I would want to, if this will overload, I would want to go to program, and I would want to go to legends. This is going to be the first release of legends, so we actually don't have any yet, but say I wanted to snipe countdown cards. As you can see right here, 82 to 83 countdown, and here it is. This is completely filtered down. This is going to be the newest cards, and we're going to be seeing exactly when things go up. Now, it is important to now learn how much you should be buying cards for and how much you should be selling. Well, the sell price, again, is very simple. Just go to the unfiltered price, find the first of whatever overall you're trying to sell, and sell them off. Always make sure you're not selling a card for less than what they're going for, because say, for instance, this TJ Daughtery is selling at 60,000 coins. He's selling at that 82 unfiltered price. But there's some 82s out there that are selling for like 200K. So obviously, if you do get a snipe, make sure you're always checking what they do really go for. And if they're just at that bottomed out price, always sell at the unfiltered. Now for your buy price is very important. Now, if you do not know, there is a 10% tax on anything you sell in this game. So if I was to sell this TJ Daughtery for 60,000, I'm only getting back 54,000 after tax. If you don't know what 10% of everything is, literally just take off a 0 or take off a digit, and that's going to be how much it's taken off. So therefore, you can then minus that from whatever you are, or if you really want to use a calculator, you can. It's going to get pretty simple the more you snipe, because honestly, that 10% just comes natural, and you're going to know how much you need to be buying for. But if we know 82s are selling at 60,000 coins, as this is actually going to be a little bit of a snipe, I'm going to post this back up at 55 minimum or 60. Again, prices are a little weird right now because we're at the beginning of the game. It's not even officially out yet. But that was a perfect example of something popping up, me scooping that up for under what it is selling for. If we know these are selling at 60,000, we're going to implement that 10%, so we know we're getting back 54,000. We're then going to say, well, we need to make a little bit of profit. Let's buy at 50,000, sell at 60,000, and that gives us how much profit? 4,000 coins, because we bought at 50, we sold at 60, we're getting 54,000 coins back, which gives us 4,000 coins in the green. And that goes for anything. We can use another example, as you see right here, the 8281 filter. If we are buying these cards, say these are selling at 38,000 coins or 37,000 coins, we can take 10% of that, which is going to be 3,700, which is going to put us at 33,400 coins after tax. That means we need to buy around 30,000 coins, and that's going to be 3.7 thousand coins each and every time. Now, how much is a good amount? I would say, it really depends on how much you're buying or how much you're putting in. Later on in the year, there's going to be some cards that you're going to want to snipe and resell for 200,000 coins. You need to be making back 5 to 10 to 15,000 coins if you're spending 200K on a card. But if you've only got 37,000 coins tied up in this card, I think that 3 to 4K is absolutely amazing. And one last thing I need to mention before we wrap this up is always post your cards for an hour. If you ever look at the unfiltered price, on any unfiltered price, all of these cards are almost ending in auction. As you can see, 39 minutes left, 48 minutes left. They do not have much time left. As you can see right here, if we was to go to 80 to 81s, you can see they're less than, again, it's a little glitchy, doesn't prove my point, but 30 minutes, 11 minutes, 25 minutes, 39 minutes. You always want to post for an hour, because the way the unfiltered price works, you are not seeing cards that are up for 24 hours. You're seeing things that are ending soon. Of course, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, but that is how to snipe and resell 101 for dummies.